So a lot has happened since I dropped my last video on the community. I've had a lot of people join the Discord server. I've had it spread around the community a lot, and 15 spaghetti subscribers saw it as well. I want to make a follow-up video on this topic, and then I'm probably gonna be done talking about it forever. First of all, in terms of this channel that I'm making videos on, this video blew up. It did way better than I expected. I'd say I average around 75 to 100 views a video, and at the time of this recording, this video has 2,100 views. I've gained 40 subs in less than a week, which is absolutely insane to think about on my end. And I pretty much read every single comment that has appeared on that video. So if you left a comment on that video, there's a chance I read it. Thank you to everyone who commented, whether it was positive or negative. I liked reading through your feedback, and I'm taking some of that feedback right now for this video. I'm gonna respond to some of them. You'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit. So yeah, there's some people that commented that I want to respond to publicly, and there's some Discord DMs that I want to respond to as well in this video. Before we start though, if you could join my Discord server if you already haven't, I'd appreciate it a lot. I'm trying to grow it a little bit more. It's considered a little bit smaller than, you know, at the average Discord server, so if we could get more members, I'd appreciate that a lot. Link is in the description and the pinned comment in the comment section below. Okay, before I start, I first off just want to say thank you. You know, thank you for sharing my video around the community. Thank you for the people who joined my server, and thank you for like all these comments. There's like a lot of comments, but I read every single one of them, I promise. And thank you for giving the video a high amount of views. I'm glad the community is getting recognition from it. A lot of people are seeing it from the community. That makes me happy, so thank you. I really didn't expect it. Okay, now let's actually start. All right, first of all, let's talk about this comment right here. I can agree with you, but not with most things you said. Well, let me try to rephrase that better. Not all modders are like this. There are plenty of modders on the Reddit for DDLC mods who don't really mod things like this. People have created great horror mods and other like action mods. There are some types of examples of how the modding community takes the base game and creates it into their own universe that they can create and mold into a whole new part of DDLC. But I understand what types of modders you're talking about. I really can see where you're coming from. I really do dislike modders who create mods like this. I can agree with you, and it's just my opinion / point of view. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, so I should have made it more specific or clear in my video that I was only referencing the DDLC modding community on YouTube. A lot of people assume that I blamed everyone who ever coded for DDLC. You know, just if you ever made a mod for DDLC, you're automatically guilty. That's just not true. That's not what I meant it to like. Not what I meant it to be like or sound like. It's mainly just the high influencers for the DDLC modding community on YouTube. I would say most of the mods on Reddit are actually good, unless you're just like shit posts or whatever. A lot of the mod creators on Reddit are very talented. You know, there's a lot of really good mods. Some are better than others. Some are more enjoyable. I can be biased because I love horror mods, but that's whatever. A lot of the mods are really good on Reddit. If you want more information on that, I made a video where I basically just like listed my 5 favorite playable mods from DDLC. It's an old video, but it works. If you want to go watch that, top right in the card. I don't want it to seem like all modders are like this, because I really know that's just not true. I know a lot of modders are talented and have skill when it comes to modding, and I do want to give them praise. And it's not even just horror like mod creators. There's, you know, a few mods that I like that aren't horror related at all. They're just straight up talented. So yeah, I'm sorry if it came across that way. I don't want it to be like that, but yeah. Now let me address this comment. Let's be real, the base game is already pretty lewd, so I would not bring these people down, but I do understand where you're coming from, because sometimes it is a bit much, but it's these people's choices to choose what they make, meaning it's their thought process going into it, also meaning chances are they want to make funny whack content. So I could say sure, besides the fact that most of the time is to get some laughs and stuff. Now I don't mean to offend anybody when I say this, but where in any of the base DDLC game is it quote unquote lewd? The absolute most I can think of is this screenshot with Natsuki in the kitchen, but this is nowhere close to lewd. Please somebody tell me at what point in the original game does it ever get sexual? Here's the definition of lewd according to Google: crude and offensive in a sexual way. Okay, if someone can point this out for me, then I'd appreciate it, because maybe I'm just not thinking, but I cannot think of a single sexual scene in the original Doki Doki. Yeah, there's some like cute moments here and there, but that's literally it. Like what a lot of people don't realize is that the original game is based off of love, and a lot of people don't realize that lewd or sex-related content and love are 2 different things. See, the problem with these creators is that they think that, okay, so if someone loves each other, automatically, okay, take off your clothes. It's just how they make it out to be. It's just like, oh, okay, if you love each other, further, there you go, your clothes are off, and that's a mod. Also, when you said that it's their choices, quote unquote, and it's their thought process by making these sexual videos, you know, on DDLC, that's literally my entire point and complaint with this community. There's no need to remind me. I pretty much established that in my old video. But here's my issue. I don't care that lewd mods are a thing. It's going to happen in every single community, regardless of whether it's anime or not. What I do care about is that these videos are at the top, and they pretty much represent this community. There is absolutely nothing I can do to stop lewd mods from happening ever again. Nothing. Some of the audience are just horny teenage boys, you know, who just want to see Monica in a bra, apparently. And I can't change that. I'll admit it. But what I do want to change is how these mods manage to make it to the top of the search page. How this image is the first thing you see when you search DDLC mods. That's what I want to stop from happening more than anything else. And I'm glad that a majority of this community agrees. In the comment section for my last video, I'd say that about 90% of them were agreeing with me, so I'm glad that we're all on the same page. Now, I want to personally address Spaghetti for a quick moment. So, he watches the video, and he says the following: "Don't look at me, I'm just a guy who makes shit posts." Edit. Finally got around to watch the full video, and all I have to say is that none of my videos are meant to be serious or super amazing works of art. Also, MC Fails DDD is wholesome. I've discussed making horror mods a few months ago, and I've pretty much stopped making lewd mods, but I'm still gonna make shit posts every once in a while. Spaghetti bro, I don't think you're getting the concept. I don't think you're understanding my points. It doesn't matter that they're not meant to be taken seriously. It doesn't matter that they're quote unquote shit posts. What matters is that you made Monica gobbles a glizzy by coding it, recording it, editing it, making a thumbnail for it, and uploading it to YouTube. Now, this wouldn't matter as much if it got a low amount of views, but you know damn well that your channel has a high number of subscribers and that your audience is going to see it. Again, it's just videos like this that get thousands and thousands of views, and that's what pisses me off. I want to remind you guys that this game talks about depression, suicide, cutting, etc. And then we have videos like this and that get thousands upon thousands of views. The point where they add up and take over the DDLC modding YouTube community and makes it the majority of the content. We go from a game about a self-aware character killing off other girls with the game's code to what if everyone was a pervert? Like, I gotta be honest. You guys understand why I'm frustrated now? I'm sorry for ranting once again. I just had to be completely honest because, like, no offense to you if you're watching this, Spaghetti, but I just don't think you understand the point that I was making. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. It matters that this is the title, this is the thumbnail, and these are the amount of views. Now, from what I know, there haven't been any really sexual or lewd mods recently from any of the high content creators. And by recently, I mean like the last 3 months or so or something like that. So I'm grateful for that. I remember someone brought up a point saying that like a lot of these mods are old, like a year ago or 6 months ago, something like that, and apparently it was a quote-unquote different time, which admittedly, okay, I understand, but my point is that I want that time to stay in that time, and I don't want to bring this back up in current day. So let's try to keep it that way and bring this community back to what it's supposed to be. And by that, I literally just made a community where an anime character isn't naked every 5 videos. Thank you all for listening on what I had to say. This is basically just a follow-up video to my previous video, which is still getting a ton of views. Thank you everyone for the support, and if it's necessary, I guess I'll make another video about this, or rather responding to this, but I doubt that I'll need to. Please leave your thoughts about this video down below in the comments. I'll try to read every single one, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Anyways, yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day or night, and peace out.